Good morning, everyone. 2025 brought wild weather swings to the southern United States, testing communities from Texas to Florida. Snow-blanketed cities known for heat, only to be followed by a record-shattering heat wave months later. This year's extremes forced us to confront new vulnerabilities in our infrastructure and daily lives. We'll break down the science behind these events, their impacts, and how people responded. More than a weather report, this is a story of resilience. Neighbors helping neighbors, and communities adapting to a new normal. Let's dive into this extraordinary year of weather. In January, the Deep South faced a winter storm unlike any in memory. Towns and cities that rarely see a dusting of snow were suddenly transformed into winter wonderlands, but beneath the beauty, a crisis was unfolding. Residents woke up to a world that felt unfamiliar. Roads, homes, and entire communities blanketed in white, with temperatures plunging far below what most Southerners had ever experienced. A rare collision of Gulf moisture and Arctic air brought record snow and dangerous cold to millions. The storm's origins were rooted in a perfect storm of meteorological forces. Warm, humid air from the Gulf of Mexico surged northward, only to be met by a powerful blast of Arctic air plunging south. The result was a dramatic drop in temperature and a surge of heavy snowfall, catching even seasoned meteorologists off guard. The polar vortex, usually locked in the Arctic, wobbled south, unleashing frigid air. This rare shift in the jet stream allowed bone-chilling temperatures to spill deep into the heart of the South, reaching places that typically enjoy mild winters. For many, it was the coldest weather they had ever experienced, with wind chills making it feel even more severe. Over 40 million people were under weather alerts, with blizzard warnings issued in places that had never seen them before. Local authorities scrambled to respond, sending out emergency notifications and urging residents to stay indoors. Schools and businesses closed, and roads quickly became impassable as snow and ice accumulated at a pace few had ever witnessed. Infrastructure built for heat, not ice, buckled under the pressure. Power grids, water pipes, and roads all struggled. Power outages swept across neighborhoods, leaving thousands without heat. Water pipes froze and burst, flooding homes and businesses. Emergency crews worked around the clock, but the sheer scale of the crisis overwhelmed many local resources. For many, the sight of heavy snow was both a novelty and a warning of the challenges ahead. Children built snowmen, and families marveled at palm trees dusted in white, capturing photos of a scene they might never see again. But beneath the excitement, there was a growing realization that the South was facing a test of resilience. The storm exposed just how unprepared the region was for such extreme cold. Cars were abandoned on icy highways, sidewalks became treacherous, and daily life ground to a halt. Many residents found themselves without the proper clothing or supplies to weather the storm, highlighting the vulnerability of communities unused to such conditions. It was a wake-up call for the South. As the sun rose over a landscape transformed by snow and ice, people began to reflect on the need for better preparation and stronger infrastructure. The storm left a lasting impression, reminding everyone that even the most unlikely places can be touched by the power of nature. The snowfall totals were staggering and historic. New Orleans saw 9 inches, shattering records and transforming the city. Lafayette, Louisiana reported over 10 inches, and Mobile, Alabama set new records too. Even Houston and the Florida Panhandle saw rare, heavy snow. Governors declared states of emergency across the region, mobilizing resources and the National Guard. The public was urged to stay home as power outages and travel hazards mounted. For many, the combination of snow, ice, and sub-freezing temperatures posed a real threat to health and safety. The South braced for a winter event it would never forget. The storm brought the South to a standstill. Major highways became sheets of ice, stranding motorists and halting commerce. Airports shut down, leaving thousands of travelers stuck. Schools and businesses closed, pausing daily life for millions. The region's lack of snow equipment made recovery slow and difficult. Tragically, the cold claimed lives. Hypothermia struck the vulnerable, highlighting the need for warming centers. Emergency crews worked non-stop, but the scale of the crisis was overwhelming. The storm's impact was a stark reminder of the dangers of extreme cold. Communities rallied to help those most at risk. By June, the South faced the opposite extreme, a relentless heat dome. High pressure trapped hot air, sending temperatures and humidity soaring. Over 170 million Americans felt the heat, with the South enduring the worst. Cities like Washington, D.C. and Atlanta saw triple-digit heat indexes. Nights offered little relief, with temperatures staying above 80 degrees. Homes without air conditioning became dangerously hot. The heat wave posed serious health risks, especially for the elderly and vulnerable. The region went from deep freeze to dangerous heat in just months. Both extreme cold and heat are deadly threats. January's freeze brought hypothermia and frostbite, especially for those without shelter. But heat is the bigger killer, causing more deaths annually than storms or floods. The June heat dome put millions at risk of heat exhaustion and heat stroke. The danger builds over days, especially when nights stay hot. Vulnerable groups, seniors, children, outdoor workers, and those without AC face the highest risks. Public health officials stress the importance of checking on neighbors and loved ones. Community vigilance can save lives during these extremes. Awareness and preparation are key. During both crises, official advice was clear, urgent, and often repeated across every available channel. Local authorities, meteorologists, and emergency services worked together to ensure that everyone in the community understood the risks and the steps they needed to take. Whether it was a heat wave or a cold snap, the message was consistent. Your safety comes first, and preparation is key. In the heat, the advice was simple but vital. Stay hydrated by drinking plenty of water, seek out air conditioning whenever possible, and avoid direct sunlight during the hottest parts of the day. People were encouraged to wear light, loose-fitting clothing, use sunscreen, and take frequent breaks if they had to be outside. These small actions could make a big difference in preventing heat-related illnesses. In the cold, the guidance shifted. Stay indoors as much as possible. Dress in multiple layers to trap warmth, and use heaters safely to avoid fire hazards. Officials reminded everyone to check that smoke detectors and carbon monoxide alarms were working, and to never use outdoor grills or generators inside the home. Protecting pipes from freezing and keeping emergency supplies close at hand were also emphasized. For those without safe shelter, cities and towns opened cooling and warming centers, public spaces where anyone could escape the extreme temperatures. Volunteers and staff provided water, blankets, and a sense of security. These centers became lifelines for the most vulnerable, including the elderly, people with medical conditions, and those experiencing homelessness. Emergency kits became essential as power outages loomed. Families were urged to prepare kits with blankets, canned food, bottled water, flashlights, batteries, and any necessary medications. Having these supplies ready meant being able to weather the storm, literally and figuratively, without having to venture out into dangerous conditions. Checking on neighbors, especially the elderly and vulnerable, was a recurring message from officials and community leaders. A simple knock on the door or a quick phone call could mean the difference between safety and danger for someone living alone. These acts of care helped build a sense of solidarity and trust within neighborhoods. Community support formed a vital safety net. Volunteers distributed supplies, helped clear snow or debris, and offered rides to shelters. In times of crisis, people came together, proving that collective action and compassion are just as important as official advice. Personal preparedness also played a crucial role, knowing where to go, what to bring, and how to stay informed through emergency alerts or local news could make all the difference. Families practiced evacuation routes, reviewed safety plans, and made sure everyone knew how to contact each other if separated. Shifting from reaction to preparation is crucial in a world of extreme weather. Taking steps before disaster strikes, like installing storm shutters, reinforcing doors and windows, or sandbagging vulnerable areas, can help minimize damage and keep loved ones safe. Ultimately, resilience starts with each of us. By following official advice, looking out for one another, and preparing for the unexpected, we can build stronger, safer communities, ready to face whatever challenges the weather may bring. Why such wild weather swings? Scientists point to climate change. Greenhouse gases are warming the planet, making weather more extreme and unpredictable. A warming Arctic weakens the jet stream, letting polar air plunge south more often. Heat waves are becoming hotter and more frequent as global temperatures rise. What was once rare is now becoming the new normal. The South's weather whiplash in 2025 fits the pattern scientists have warned about. It's not just gradual warming, it's more volatility and more extremes. We must prepare for a wider range of conditions, sometimes in the same year. The lessons of 2025 are clear. Extreme weather is here to stay. From relentless hurricanes to unexpected winter storms, the South has faced challenges that have tested the strength and resolve of its people. These events have shown us that the climate is changing faster than many expected, and the impacts are being felt in every corner of the region. The South must adapt, updating infrastructure, building codes, and emergency plans. Roads, bridges, and power grids need to be stronger and smarter, able to withstand the next big storm or heat wave. Cities and towns are rethinking how they build, making sure that new developments are safer and more resilient. Emergency response teams are training harder, and local governments are investing in technology to keep people informed and safe. Community resilience and preparedness are more important than ever. Neighbors are coming together to share resources, check on the vulnerable, and make sure everyone knows what to do when disaster strikes. Schools and workplaces are holding drills, and families are making plans to stay connected during emergencies. This spirit of readiness is what will help the South weather future storms. We need to invest in cleaner energy and adapt to the changes already underway. Solar panels and wind turbines are becoming more common, helping to reduce emissions and provide power even when the grid is down. Electric vehicles and energy-efficient homes are part of a new vision for a sustainable South, one that protects both people and the environment. Governments, communities, and individuals all have a role to play. Leaders are working with scientists and engineers to find solutions, while families are taking steps to prepare their homes and loved ones. Businesses are investing in safer buildings and backup systems, and local organizations are helping to educate and support those most at risk. The region's spirit of cooperation is its greatest strength. After every storm, volunteers step up to help neighbors rebuild, and communities come together to support those who've lost the most. This unity is what makes the South strong, and it will be the foundation for a safer, more resilient future. By learning from this year, the South can face the future with confidence, not fear. Each challenge has brought new knowledge and new determination to do better next time. With every recovery, the region grows stronger and more prepared for whatever comes next. Preparation and adaptation are the keys to weathering what's ahead. By staying informed, making smart choices, and working together, the South can protect its people, its homes, and its way of life. Let's build a weather-ready South together. Every action, big or small, makes a difference. Whether it's planting trees to reduce flooding, installing rainwater barrels, or simply checking on a neighbor, we all have a part to play in creating a safer tomorrow. That's the forecast from here, a future shaped by resilience, innovation, and the unwavering spirit of the South.